Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay. Are we set? No. Still gotta do this camera here. Oh my god. Um. Why is that so zoomed in, yo? Is it literally just... Yep. That's so annoying. OBS, come on. Sorry, everybody. I'm I'm struggling here right now. Here we go. There we go. Okay. We got folks on here already. Struggling here. Okay. All right. Bit of a hairy start here, but I think we're good now. I'm gonna tinker about until I don't want to do too much without anybody being here, but I just wanted to make sure. I mean, I'll just keep going if nobody shows up. That's fine too. Okay, let me know if you're here. So, printed some stuff. Failed. Didn't fail. Sort of. There's some issues. And we're gonna figure all that out. Just trying to figure out. I got to do some soldering, so I'm setting up like a bit of a soldering station over here. I'm gonna keep doing that while we're figuring this all out. Where did that XLR plug go? Is what I want to know. Looking for a wire that I had, and now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Song creation the other day. Oh, that's so awesome, Matthew. Really appreciate you checking in here. That's so cool. Have a good move. I've moved a bunch, and I know how much effort that is. So good luck with that. Definitely look forward to having you on the stream another day. I appreciate you checking in. It's a bit hectic here. I'm a little all over the place today, so I appreciate the comment right now. Okay, what is going on with this? Oh, no, that's fine. I suck at OBS. I suck at OBS. Getting all my ducks in a row here, folks. Okay. So I guess for anybody that's chiming in after the fact, we started working on a new project on Wednesday. And we're going to keep working on that today. So we're building what's called a Seebeck Siren, which you can see on the screen there. It's basically like a tone generator from the 1800s. And I want to bring it into the 21st century with 3D printing, because I think 3D printing will unlock some really cool things that they probably would have loved to try back in the 1800s, but it would have been really hard to iterate quickly. And so this instrument never really got the limelight I think it deserves. And so I want to kind of bring it back and see what cool things we can come up with. It's not 100% 3D printed. This one uses some electronics. It uses a motor. So very simple. And the motor spins a disc here. And the disc has all these holes in it. And the holes are spaced in a way that when you blow across each ring of holes, you get a different note. And so the number of holes you get, or the number of holes you put, determines the interval of the note you're getting. Really simple concept. I love how visually musical it is, and that's exactly why I want to rebuild it, so I can start experimenting with it, because I think there's some really cool things we could potentially do that, you know, people aren't doing right now, because in music it's so easy to just get crazy tones digitally. But I like doing it this way because you get to really understand what's cool about music. You get to understand the sort of the science behind it a little bit. really get the fundamentals of how frequency works and intervals and whatnot. So we're going to do that a bit today. I will be soldering, so I've got a bit of a soldering station set up. It's the reason I kind of messed up the stream earlier. I had to figure out my second camera situation. So we could probably switch over to the other camera here. So I've got this other camera set up. It's on Dusty right now, my sweet little baby. She's my little studio cat. And I don't want to move her, so I'm going to... Well, she can stay on the chair. I'll move the chair. But she's right where I need to be. I'm also just realizing I probably need to change my microphone. Unfortunately, while I'm soldering, I'm going to have to use my iPhone microphone. Which might sound a little crazy because there's a bit of noise going on. So let me know. Let me know what this sounds like. I don't know. I don't have a way to monitor the sound of the iPhone. Dusty, you're so cute. Okay, let me get kind of situated over here instead. Hello. You want to sit with me today? I'll try and make sure she's in the shot because I think she's a special little lady. And I'm gonna need to turn my monitor so I can see the chat. Cool. And then this is my camera that I can move about. Ooh, my Wi-Fi does not like that. Oh God. What is happening here? God, that is really zoomed in, isn't it? But that's okay because you don't need to see my face. We're gonna be soldering here. So this is a makeshift setup I've got going on. It's not how I want it to be, but it's good enough for now. I'm learning from this experience that I need to make things better. So, like I mentioned, we were able to print this. Had one failure, but ended up getting this one printed all right. Big issue with my prints is I always get them dirty because I'm always doing farm work and then I come in here with dirty hands and touch things. So everything gets kind of dirty. I got to be careful about that. This is simple. It's just a motor and it's in this mount. The wire comes through here into here and all the controls and stuff are going to be here on the front. It's literally just a switch and a knob. And then on the back will be the power, but because this is a musical instrument, I thought it would be fun to use an XLR jack for power. So I want to do that. It has this base as well, which mounts to the bottom here. So we're going to throw some threaded inserts and get all this screwed together today. Just cleaning my lens because apparently everything's dirty. That might be my brand. It's not a great brand. It's not a great brand. I'm just trying to get a better angle. Like, oh God. I have my phone connected to my computer right now. Hang on, I'm gonna get a better power situation going. Okay, we got power and now I can move this around. So can we get a better... Oh yeah, look at this. This is pro. I am a professional. This thing's not easy to adjust. Oh God. There we go, that looks pretty good. So, I can poke my head in. So we're gonna do some soldering, we're gonna do some threaded inserts. I gotta do a little bit of drilling and whatnot to make all these components fit, because they don't fit exactly right now. So we've got a switch. Oh, my printer's done. Plug. This is the motor controller. Okay, wait. This camera setup is kind of in the wrong spot. Let me see if I can just shimmy this over here. Oh, it's a crazy day today. So many simultaneous things going on. Nothing like dramatic or anything, but I just love to get super bogged down. Hey, Depressed Banana Bread, welcome back. We're gonna solder today. Check this out. It printed. So I'm gonna solder all the components today and assemble this thing. Unfortunately, I tried printing a disc today so we could actually test it, but the disc failed. So I'm gonna start printing another disc in a little bit, but we might not get there today because it takes a couple hours. I mean, let's. Well, okay, yeah, we'll get to that. So, I want to start by getting my whole power situation set up. Really just trying to get this camera. It is so hard. I suck at this. Okay, that's pretty good. Let me know if you can hear me too. I have to use my iPhone microphone, unfortunately, for this shot. So, I'm going to turn the fan off. I might even turn the printer off. I don't know. It should be okay. Let me know. Let me know how this sounds. So, we've got our power here. So one of the issues with this is the hole for the potentiometer. It's just, well, it might work. It was a little tight earlier, but it actually kind of works now. So maybe let's just go for it. Let's just stick this in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm being dramatic. Everything's working great. I'm gonna flip this around so I can get to the controls here. I don't know if it's smart to install this at this point, but I'm gonna do it, and then I can always just pop it out later if I need to. Hey, Vigilante Systems, welcome back. We got it to print. It failed the first time, but We're doing okay here. I think I might have messed this up. This isn't fitting for some reason. Or it kind of just is, but this thread isn't grabbing. Oh, we're good. Look at that. This is so cool. I love this stuff. Yeah, this is I just had a spool of this stuff. I don't think this is going to be the color that I get from Prusa. So I don't know what the actual color is going to be, but it matches my soldering iron, which is fun. I hope I get a color like this, but we'll see. I'm at the whim of the Prusa gods on this one. Yeah, that was this pot was harder to screw in than I thought it was going to be. I did your little rims though. Oh, that's so satisfying. That works good. This switch doesn't fit, I don't think. So I'm going to need to file this out. Yeah, it's just a little bit too... It's just a little bit too big. So I'm just going to file that out, but I don't really need to worry about that right now. I got a little ahead of myself by putting this pot in because I do need to access that, but I think I can still access it. We'll just have to see. One other change from the last time. I'm not going to do a 1/4 inch adapter for the power because I'm like a bit of a spaz, and I just realized that having a 1/4 inch feeding 12 volts, that jack would just be like exposed, and I'd probably leave it somewhere plugged in and forget about it, and you know, it would be very easy to just like connect. So instead we're doing XLR, which I actually use XLR for power a lot, and I think it looks great, and it's still instrument related. So the XLR will go in here, the port. Oh, that's so satisfying. It fits right in there. So that's going to go in there, and then the power will plug in there. Just need to throw some threaded inserts, but I'm also going to solder this. Actually, I'll do some threaded inserts now. I'll do that first. Where did my threaded inserts go, though? It is kind of industrial looking. I love that. I don't do this part a lot, so bear with me. I just realized I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without melting the side. I had a tool for doing this too, but I don't know where that is. Hand cramp. Nice. Here we are. I have little M3 screws somewhere. I don't know. I have all these little bins of just random screws, so it's gonna be a bit of chaos trying to find enough to do this whole thing. That's okay, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. So for this, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I have this cable wired up already. This was part of my lighting rig system. This used to go into a brain, and then this would go to the light. But I just need to figure out which wire goes to which port, and then I can reverse engineer this a little bit because I don't remember. Let's just pop these wires off first. God, my fingernails are disgusting. I live on a farm, everybody, so my hands are always kind of dirty. Nice. Some water to my sponge. So we're going to use this voltmeter to test for continuity, to figure out which wire goes to which pole. Hilariously though, I don't have 9-volt batteries, which this takes, and they're like $6 each here, which is just crazy. So I have a power supply here, and I'm just gonna connect the power supply. Oh my god, sorry, this is probably so annoying. I'm just gonna connect my power supply to the 9-volt battery thing. Just gotta make sure I set my voltage to 9 volts so I don't fry it. Sorry, it's really windy today. You could probably hear that. So much of what I do is just jerry-rigging stuff together like this. It's super dumb. Eventually I'll have everything in a proper spot and I'll have everything that functions properly, but I don't have that option right now. Okay, so there you can see, so we get a 1 when you touch these together. It goes to 0, and that's how we're going to find out which wire goes to which port. So we could take this. This is numbered 1, 2, 3. Let's go to 1 for a second, and we're just going to touch these wires until we get 0. Okay, so 1 is white, and 2 is red. Is it? Yeah, 2 is red. It's kind of like a weak connection there for some reason. So we're going to work with white and red. We're going to ignore yellow and black. Where are my snips? To try and be like conscientious about where I'm doing this stuff, so everybody can see it. That's the hard part of this. I'm gonna make this longer. One is white, 2 is red. I might need you guys to remind me of that in a couple minutes here. Ah, see what I'm doing? I did that all off screen. Terrible streamer. Okay, so for today's test, I'm just going to hook this up to the power supply because I don't have a dedicated power supply I want to use yet. I have one somewhere, I just don't know where it is. But now that we know that 1 is white and 2 is red, we can do the same on this. So 1 is white, 2 is red. And I've got a white and a red wire here, which is convenient. Just need a tiny little screwdriver so I can get these terminals opened. Okay. I'm going to use longer wire. These are super short. Where did my wire go? Do some slightly longer runs. These are wire strippers, but they have a little cutter on them. So I use these to cut. But these are also wire strippers, and I find these ones so much better, but these don't have the cutter on it. So that's why I have both. This is just such a cool piece of engineering, though. It does it all in one motion. Oh, God, that's satisfying. Okay, so 1 is white, 2 is red. So I'm just going to start by adding some solder to these terminals here. Look at this chaos. This is chaos here. God, my hand is shaky. Why is my hand shaky? Didn't eat enough today, maybe. Low blood sugar. Okay. And then I'll tin these wire ends as well. Okay, and then one is white. And two is red. Nice and strong. Feel good about that. So then this can go in here. I'm just gonna have the wires hanging out for a second. And I have one M3 screw that I can use here. I know I have, okay, just give me 1 second. I think I have a box of M3 screws somewhere. Where are you at, M3s? Where you at, M3s? It's crazy. Okay, I found one more. How? All right. We're gonna get through the build with 2 single M3 screws. I have a bunch in the garage. I just forgot to bring them in here, and I don't want to leave for that long. So, but that's okay because we don't actually need more than this. Oh, I also printed the cone, and it looks great. Just give me a second, I'll show you. Oh yeah, that is good. That is so good. Okay, so yeah, the cone looks cool. The cone looks really cool. And it does fit, but the screw head is a little bit big. Oh, and also this broke, right? This was supposed to go all the way around. That broke when I was trying to get the motor in. I realized I couldn't get the motor in with all that geometry there. So I might incorporate that part into the cone and then just basically do this thing and the whole motor just slides in vertically. But it does fit. It conceals the wire nicely and it looks really good. But it's just a little bit, it doesn't want to clip on because I didn't really design it to clip on anything. I was hoping it would sort of slide over the screws. But I guess I made the hole a little bit too small. So it doesn't stay. But that's okay. That's minor. We'll figure that out later. Okay, with this wired up now, we can throw our white wire there. And our red wire there. And then the motor wires go there. Now the motor wires don't matter what direction they're in, I believe, because it can change direction anyways. But the input wire seems to matter. But we can just swap them out if it's wrong. Okay, that all tucks in. That all tucks in nice. Now I want to get the switch on this bad boy. What am I doing here? Oh. Okay, that works. So I need to get this switch on. It's a little tight on the edges there. Do I have a file? I don't know if I have a file on me. But I do have this deburring tool, which I find is really good at like just removing material pretty quickly. So we'll just do that for this. I think that's going to work great. Look at that. Totally works. Oh, sorry. I love to bring things into my lap to work on them. But that is bad YouTube. That's bad YouTube. I'm gonna reprint this once I kind of test everything. But because this doesn't look good, obviously, and y'all know how concerned I am with things looking good. Although you won't see this, but still, may as well get it working good here. The lap is the best working spot. I could have a lap cam one of these days. I don't want to have a lap cam at all times. It's kind of personal, but it's a personal space. Oh, we're so close. Whoa, that took off way more than I wanted it to. Oh yeah, some like glasses. Some of those like VR glasses or whatever would be really useful. Then you can just see what I see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not perfectly centered, but this looks like a big glue gun. Nice. Okay, let's see if this works. Yeah? Let's give this a go. So I gotta set my voltage to 12 volts now. Pull it off of my meter, clear some clutter. Plug this bad boy in. So when I have it plugged in right, you should see a little red light show up on the board, and if it's wrong, it won't show up. Yeah, so that's wrong. Let's go this direction instead. There we go. Okay, now I just have to put this down in a way that these wires don't touch. Put it off to the side. I could turn the soldering iron off. Oh no. Okay, that's just gonna hang out there. So, theoretically, power this on. Look at that. That's apparently 3,000 RPM right there. It's not the strongest motor in the world, but it's pretty good. Oh, so satisfying. This looks great. And then you can switch directions. So, that works. Now we can put the bottom on. I was telling Banana Bread, I tried printing a disc. I wanted to have a disc ready as well today. But that also failed. And it failed right before the stream. So, I don't have a disc. Well, we'll see. I'm going to pull it off the printer. It got partially way done, so we can see if it actually does anything. Because I wanted to have some sort of satisfying moment in this video, or in this stream. But, yeah, unfortunately, my printer failed me. I think I need to, like, I need to do something with this printer. It failed a couple times on me. Just in like 4 prints. It's like a 50% success rate right now, which is not good. Oh, I have 2 tiny little M3s. Oh, this is perfect. We'll put those on the XLR jack instead. I was complaining about my back yesterday. Yeah, the disc is going to be like the symbols, and that's kind of the whole purpose of this. Is I want to be able to just rattle off a bunch of disc designs and see what's the coolest. But I think it'll be way more satisfying than the symbol, because it ideally we'll get a bunch of different sounds and way more variety instead of just like a bunch of thuddiness until eventually it works. Yeah, I was complaining about my back yesterday, and I was like, "What's going on? Why does my back hurt?" And it still hurts today. And then I remembered, because my wife was also like, she had bruises all over her body. I was like, "What's going on? Why are we both in pain?" And then we remembered that I had to move my band saw, which is a lot heavier than I remember it being. And she helped me, and I think we both got a little damaged as a result. But at least I know. At least I know why. Yeah, it's feeling better today. I just being a wimp. I don't normally have like back problems, so it's kind of I'm always concerned when I do. But then I always remember it's because I abused my body in some way. God, this one does not want to set in there. Shampy shamph. Great. I always get these little bumps right around where I put the inserts. And so I did have like a flat metal tool that I would put on top right after inserting, and that flattens that out, but I didn't bring that with me. It's somewhere, I don't know. I haven't done threaded inserts in like... Okay, we'll see you in a few. Banana bread. And then we have our plate. And I only have 2 screws for this right now, but that's okay. Oops, I accidentally melted the plate onto the threaded insert just now. That'll be okay. It's all gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna do the 2 center ones. Okay, I'm gonna take the XLR jack screw out because I found these tiny little ones that are actually perfect for this. First I'll put one of these in. Oh, that works so good. I'm so happy with this. Okay. Nice. I'll get 4 more screws later. Oh, it's a little wobbly. I might put some feet on this. Because like it kind of warped a little bit. Kind of warped a little bit, but this is cool. This is cool. I'm excited about this. And then plug this back in. Boop. Oh yes. And you can see it's only drawing 0.3 amps, which is nice. That's max. I feel like 2 amps is kind of the nice. Okay, I'm gonna grab my failed disc and see if we can just like jerry rig this on here. Some chewing gum or wax. Yeah, maybe I want to try just, I'm going to try just kind of like maybe melting it a little bit around that one spot. Oh yeah, this can just thread on for now. It's not going to be great, but... This is not how this is supposed to go, but that works pretty good. Oh my god. It's wobbly. That's the problem. It's not supposed to be just a disc. It's supposed to have a shaft on the back here, so it's fully supported. But it warped and then it failed. Okay, let's get this cone on here. You're right. You're right. That needs to happen. What can I do? I mean, I literally could glue gun this on, but I don't really want to do that because this isn't the final version. I'm just gonna like use some proximity heat on this. And it's only this hole because this one, because the thing broke, this screw is set back far enough that it doesn't actually go inside there. So I'm just gonna like, I'm trying not to touch it. I just want that radiant heat to soften it a little bit. Oh my god, you can see how shaky I am. Why am I so shaky? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That worked. That worked. You know what? Maybe I do need to do it on this side a little bit. I do. Okay. So that's formed a little bit. Do the same on this side. Oh, I touched it. sugar up. I don't have anything in here. I only have water. But I will. After this, I'm going to go eat some food. It fits now, but it doesn't stay on there. But that's okay, because I think maybe I'll incorporate the screws into the cone. And so the screws will actually go through the cone and hold the cone in place. And that'll be like the most solid. That looks so cool, though. That looks so cool. Okay. Let's see if this makes sound, yeah? Let's see if this makes some tones. So I got a tube that I'm going to blow through. This is a Bowden tube for a printer, which I think is adorable. Let's give this a go. Whoa, it's wobbling. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this wobble out until... Well, let's just try it. Cool! I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? I gotta put this on something so it doesn't shake out of the way. Could you hear the notes? Oh, wait. Do I have a clamp in here? Looking for a clamp. I don't have a clamp in here either. I have a vise though. Maybe I'm just gonna put it on here just to hold it down. Okay, let me try. Let me see if... Oh, I don't know if you can hear that. There's so much wind going on outside. It's making it a racket, but it sounds good. It sounds adorable. It's a pentatonic scale that I did. So I think it's one... I think it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's so fun! Wait, if I get this closer, I think you'll hear it better too. In fact, we can go like this. Oh, it's so cool! It's so cool. Go even slower, maybe? It's nice. It's nice. It's really quiet. So I think the key is going to be mounting a tiny little microphone right at the tip of this. And then I'll use that to obviously record the sound. Okay, that's super, super cool. I want to try seeing what happens if we just like put stuff in it. Doesn't like that. It's just shredding it up. That kind of works too. Doesn't have to be wind necessarily. But the problem is this will... Is the sound coming from front or out back? I want to experiment with both of that. So the nice thing about putting the microphone right on here is it'll be focused right where the wind is. If I have the microphone in the back, you know, I could be playing here, but the microphone's over here. You know what I mean? So I think the sound would come out the back as well. In fact, it might even be better because when we're playing this way, we're getting the note when we're hitting here, but we're getting noise when we're hitting in between the holes because that's where you're hearing the wind blow back at this thing. So my theory is if we had a microphone right here, you're going to pick up a lot of that noise, which is kind of a pleasant noise. It's honestly not, it doesn't bother me. I think it's quite a nice sound. But it, you know, as you kind of go between these notes, you're getting that wind blowing back, and that's going to hit the mic. But if we had the mic in the back, you would only hear the wind coming through the hole, and you wouldn't hear the noise when this is in front of there. So, yeah, no, and these are, you're asking all the same questions I have about this, and the reason why I'm building this so that we can answer those questions, because I think this is such a cool little instrument. I don't know why this like disappeared. Nobody's been making these. I mean, it makes sense now in our era where everything's digital and that's just the easy way to go. But I think about, like, you know, in the 70s and stuff when they were playing with organs and all different types of instruments, mechanical instruments. I didn't see these, and maybe there is, like, there's like whirlies and other things that kind of generate like vibraphones and stuff that kind of use spinning rotation to generate noise, but I haven't seen it like this. And maybe organs do this. Mic everything front and backside. Well, I was thinking just like my big condenser mic could sit back behind the disc, and that, you know, that would kind of probably record this whole area. And I mean, we can try that. Let's switch back to the desk here with my proper microphones. We can actually try that out. Let's do it. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah. Those have like a little, I forget what it's called. Winter Gatan goes into all that stuff. Those music machines that you kind of like, the paper almost acts as like You can just program music onto those papers. Okay. You can hear me still, yeah? Let's try it with this mic first, just because it's right here. And I'll throw my headphones on so I can listen too. This might be cool. This might be cool. Okay. Here, let me switch to... Hello? Hello? Yeah, okay. So... just turning my monitoring on so I can hear this as well. Okay. Oh, that's cool. When I blow on the outside, it makes the wheel wobble. And then it hits the mic. Maybe let's turn this up a bit. Ah, so sorry. That got crazy. That's too fast. That's too fast for this setup right now. What if I did this? Blowing across? Interesting. I think this is better. So this note, the second ring, sounds awesome. The third ring sounds awesome too, I think. I like those. This innermost ring, because you can see the mic isn't right in front of that ring, so you get a lot more like wind noise, which isn't ideal. Yeah, first was cute. And I guess if I take my... I just want to take my headphones off, so... I keep playing that melody. That's just naturally where my head goes. Yeah, it sounds the same in the room, just like super quiet. And then once I have the headphones on, it's like crazy different. And that's so cool too. The proximity away from, like, as you move the tube away from the disc, you can get different tones. It has that like hold music distortion to it, you know what I mean? I think it's really cool. Oh yeah, I want to try talking through this. Does talking through it make a difference? It doesn't. Interesting. So one of the things I wanted to try and do is like see if I could come up with a way that talking, because you know when you talk through a fan blade, it makes it sound different. This isn't doing that, and I wonder why. Maybe it kind of is. If we turn it down. Is it working when I turn it up? Yeah, maybe there's like a little bit of modulation there. Very subtle. So one of the discs I want to make, I want to try and see if I can alter my voice with this as well, because I think that would be great for like the song in the video is playing this and then singing through this. Yeah, air pressure is going to make air pressure is how I'll be able to actually get noise out of this. So you got to get right up to it. Yeah, it's funny because when you sing through a fan, you hear that choppiness, and that's a cool effect. But singing through this, you don't get anything. And I wonder if it's because this isn't really pushing any air, or if it's because I was going to say maybe it's because the holes and the space where there is no holes, like there's a lot more blade here than a fan. But I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So I'm definitely gonna start just printing off a ton of these discs, and hopefully they don't fail, so I can actually get it on there properly. But this is so cool. I'm so happy about this, and I'll try and get a 12-note scale on here. I'll try and get, I'll have a 12-note scale. I'll have a major scale. I'll have a minor scale. I'll do all the modes, I guess, because I can change the key by changing the speed. So if I have all the modes, and then I have all of the, make it like your symbol behind you, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, something that's a lot more like on, off. Basically a fan blade, but they're flat. It's going to be so fun to experiment with all these different things. What else can we do right now? It's only been an hour 19. So cool. And then, yeah, tuning it. Oh, that's so cool too. We can play with the speed to change to do glissandos. Oh, I'm having so much fun with this. This is working. I didn't think it was gonna just work like this. I don't know why. Kind of expected a bit more headaches on the way to this point. But we're here now, and I guess we can just keep developing on this. I'm just gonna try and like flatten this out a little bit. I really got to get that wobble sorted out. Oh, that's better. And there's noise in this, but I think it's quite a pleasant noise. Like it's got that like white noise air conditioner sort of sound to it. it's not a bad noise. Like it's a noise that I think kind of adds in a way if I'm doing it right. Obviously, the problem is if I want to try and record like multiple layers of this, that noise will compound. So like doing a chord. Oh, that's what I wanted to try. Oh, I also have it. This is a smaller tube. Let's see if this makes a difference. That's so satisfying, raking across the notes. The smaller tube sounds similar, maybe a little more accurate, but I want to try both. So cool. Yeah. Maybe some. Yeah, just the. I think they call him a dead cat. Um, that might work perfectly, actually. And I have, because I was gonna do a tiny little mic. I was gonna do like a lapel mic on the end of these tubes, and those usually have the dead cats on them. Is it a dead cat when it's a lapel mic? I'm liking this double tube thing. It's a little awkward. It's pretty awkward to use. Oh. Oh, sorry. I think little rubber feet on this would help a lot, and maybe a proper clamp. Maybe I'll just have to clamp this, but hopefully when the proper discs are printed, it won't vibrate so much. Tool for this. What was that sound? That's so loud. That's too crazy. It really only. That was so great. That was kind of scary. It's also kind of noisy, like it's because it's vibrating against the table. It's picking up a lot of low end. So if I have it sort of isolated with like little rubber feet or something, that should hopefully make the low end a little less aggressive. Dead cats, like the animal. Double twos are you could play wind in some rhythmic groove, not with holes. Ooh, that's a good idea too. I wish I did more than 5 notes now because this is so cool and I could easily fit. I think I could fit 12 notes on here. I could make the holes slightly smaller, but I could probably fit 12. So I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I think I'd have to make the holes smaller to do 12 notes, but I do want to do that. I want to be able to play around like a wind track and the percussion track. Yeah, that's a great idea. What else do I have? What else can I use to interfere with this? No. What do I got? What do I got on me? Oh, this could be cool. Flute. I hate the way this flute sounds, but that's pretty cool. So wind instruments through this thing is a thing as well. What else can we do? Here's just like a little bit of... Here's a little bit of literal trash I picked up off the ground just now. Yeah, the flute like overpowered it for sure. So I would need like a super quiet one or something. No, here I have this is my shop cat. Gosh. There's my shop cat, and she got so upset when I was testing the wind instruments for the last video. She did not like it at all. So this is probably really nice. Nice for her. It's comparatively much more chill. I could do pressurized air. That would be insane. That's actually a really good test. We'll definitely test that out. I don't have it in the shop is the only thing. I have it out in the garage, so that might be something I have to just film and put in the video instead of live stream, because I don't know how to live stream from the shop. I don't have internet in there. Yeah, so literally just using tiny piece of like waste filament. So it's like the smaller it is, the less impact it has on the speed of the wheel. Sounds like an old phone ringing or something. Or like a shop bell. Like one of those old shop bells when you walk into the door. Yeah, post-apocalyptic phone, yeah. And then you could easily do chords with this. Okay, easily just stretch it. The problem with anything actually touching this, even if it's like the smallest little thing like this, is it does slow the motor down. Do I see the current? Oh yeah, the current pumps the second I touch this. Doesn't change when I'm blowing into it at all. Yeah, it does a little bit. Drum brushes. I think I have some in here actually. Yeah, because I clamped it to my table, it's just like slightly further away from the mic. I can't get the mic as close anymore, so that's why it's a little less. It's really hard to. Ooh, that felt bad. That's kind of cool. I just literally want to like throw stuff at this. I don't know why. Oh, I wish I could whistle. I literally can't whistle, and that would be so. I gotta find somebody that can whistle. How do you whistle? I think my wife can whistle. I might get her to do it. Because whistling would be perfect, because that's a nice little. Yeah. Yeah, that could be cool. Transfer because it turns faster. Yeah, it's neat, eh? I actually noticed that on when I was filming the music video for the last video, the pop filter. This guy. It was really cool because it was you can kind of barely see it. It gives like this like almost like comic book monochromatic thing when you look through it. And so, oh, that was another thing I wanted to do with this. Since it's a spinning thing. Okay, so here's kind of the thing. I want to add a bar along the front of this somehow that I can like rest my hand on while I'm playing so that I can get the distance perfect and so I don't accidentally touch the disc while I'm playing it. But then on top of that, I want to have a little window in the bar, and then I can actually print little animations on this and have it so it's actually showing a little visual thing as well while it's spinning. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe I should do that on the back. Maybe I should just make the back of these somehow have like a little animation. I just think that would be cool. I don't know if it'll work, especially with like frame rates and stuff, but it's definitely worth trying. Coolest thing so far is the double note, I think. Why can't? Yeah, it's a little too far away now. I've seen that in the subways before. Not personally. I've seen like reels about it. Let me try acoustic feedback. 2 mics. Ooh. Okay. Okay. 2 mics are like a speaker on one side and then a mic on the other. I don't have a good way of testing that right now is the only thing. My speakers are very kind of rigidly placed. I wonder though if I literally just Hey. Oh, that sucked. Hey. Oh yeah, I could use these, right? But then I can't hear it. So you're going to have to tell me what this sounds like. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, that's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Um, well, I mean, this came together faster than I thought it would. And then I actually didn't even think we were gonna have a disc today. So the fact that we got the disc today is really awesome. I feel like I can start just like printing off different versions of this. I haven't received the material that I'm supposed to print this out of yet, so I don't want to print too much. I can print. Yeah, I mean we can. I don't have much more to do on this stream, so I think this was pretty successful. We can call it a little bit early. The last stream was crazy long. This one's a good length, and I should probably eat some food so I stop shaking. Concept proven. Concept proven. It works. It looks cool, which is a huge factor. Let me actually just pull this off. Oh, that even sounded pretty good. Yeah, like if I made this out of a different material and then like knocked on it while it was spinning. There might be something there, I don't know. No, after prototyping the MVP. Awesome. Well, it's so cool to have you on the stream with me. It makes this doing all of this a million times more fun. So I really appreciate it, and yeah, we'll I guess because I'm trying to think, I'll probably just make a post on this channel and the music channel if I'm going to be doing more building on Monday or if I want to try out some music stuff on Monday. I don't know yet because I'm going to work on this over the weekend, and I'll see where I get, because I could just print a bunch of discs and then we can just play around with different things. That could be fun. But I could do that on the music channel. Maybe if I do it on the music channel, then we can actually record some stuff, see how that goes. Either way, I'll be here Monday, and we can figure out which channel it's on. I'll make sure that you know. Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much again. Um, Too bad we didn't get to stay on long enough for Banana Bread to come back, but hopefully he reads the chat and he'll know what's up. He'll know what's up. All right, man. Thanks so much. I will see you Monday. Take it easy.